Welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video, and ever since the announcement that there would be 6 character packs coming to the game in spring next year when it's released, I wanted to make a video predicting these characters with somewhat of a realistic prediction. I think it goes without saying that none of the characters are 100% confirmed in this video, but what is confirmed are what the 6 character packs are going to be about. So I'll just give you a quick recap. The first character pack is based on the Mandalorian, and then the second character pack is also a Mandalorian character pack, so I'm guessing the first one is going to be for Season 1 and the next for Season 2. Then we have a Rogue One character pack, a Solo, a Star Wars Story character pack, a Classic Characters pack, which I'm guessing is going to be based on the complete saga versions of characters, and finally the Bad Batch, based off the new show coming to Disney Plus next year. And obviously the Bad Batch, if you've watched the Clone Wars, you will have seen them in there as well. And I've included 8 characters per character pack. This is going off the same logic The Force Awakens used, which was the first LEGO Star Wars game to actually include DLC. And I think with the fact that there's 2 Mandalorian character packs, meaning they couldn't fit all the characters in one, probably means there's going to be 8. So once again, not confirmed, but I'd say it's likely. So like if you enjoy, everyone, subscribe if you're new, and remember, some of the characters in this video, this is the first time they've ever been included in a LEGO game. They don't even have official LEGO figures, so let me off with a few of the images. Let's get right into it. For the Mandalorian Pack 1, we've gone with the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin. Then we have Cara Dune, Greef Karga, Baby Yoda. Yes, I think he will feature as a playable character. They'd be stupid not to do it, let's be honest. We've also gone with the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, also known as Paz Vizsla. Then we have IG-11, Quill, and the Client. I know it's a lovely image of the Client, isn't it? He's not in LEGO form yet, but I'm sure he'll make it into this character pack, and that's what we're going with for Pack 1. And then if we move on to Pack 2, now I've gone with the Mandalorian in his Beskar armor. Obviously his armor changes throughout Season 1, so I think the first pack will be based on his armor from the first episode, then the Season 2 pack will be based on his Beskar armor. Then Moff Gideon, who I was going to include in the first pack, up until I was making this video, to be honest, and then I thought it was just more logical to put him in the Season 2 pack because he's going to feature more prominently in that. Greef Karga in his Season 2 outfit. He's had an outfit change, unlike Cara Dune, who I couldn't put here because it's the same outfit. And finally, the Armourer. I have put question marks next to the other 4 slots because I didn't just want to force characters out, and while I was considering maybe putting Ahsoka on there, or Rex, or all these other speculated characters, as I'm making this video, they're not confirmed, so it probably wouldn't be the best idea to put them on here, especially considering we don't know how they're going to look either. But let's move on to the Rogue One pack, and this was like the easiest pack to determine the characters. Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, K2SO, Bodhi Rook, Chirrut Îmwe, Baze Malbus, Saw Gerrera, and Director Krennic. They're all on the official LEGO poster. I think it goes without saying these are the characters that are going to be in this pack. This is going to be the first time Saw Gerrera actually gets his own LEGO minifigure as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. I'm playing as K2SO in a LEGO game, and Chirrut Îmwe really interest me. I'm sure the mechanics for them will be vastly different from other characters. Up next we have Solo, a Star Wars Story, and I did have to miss out a few characters here, but my final 8, I've gone with Han Solo, Lando Calrissian, Kira, Val, Enfys Nest, Tobias Beckett, Rio, and Crimson Dawn Darth Maul. Notable characters I've left out here from the movie are L3 and Dryden Voss. I was nearly going to put one of them in place of Darth Maul, obviously because Darth Maul doesn't have the most prominent role in the movie, but I just think the fans wouldn't be happy if Darth Maul wasn't in this pack, and I'm sure TT Games are aware of that. This is probably the best lineup to go with, and once again, in terms of unique mechanics, I'm sure Enfys Nest and Rio, especially with his 4 arms, are going to be very interesting to play as. Enfys Nest obviously with her stuff, it's a bit different to a blaster. A lot of the other characters on this list are just going to be blaster users. Then with Darth Maul, I'm sure he'll operate very similar to his default version in the game as well. Up next we have the Classic Characters pack, and for this one I've gone with not necessarily the 8 characters I would choose, I've gone with the 8 characters that I think TT Games would have to choose. And the first 4, Luke, Leia, Han and Lando, I think they're going to be obligated to put in there as the heroes of the original trilogy, along with Vader and Boba being the main villains of the original trilogy as well. Palpatine I don't feel is really going to make it into this pack somehow. And then I think Yoda and General Grievous for the prequel era would be put in there. Look, there's a lot of characters that could have made this. I don't think I've got it 100% right. I think it's a good guess. The likes of Anakin and Obi-Wan, I just don't see them being put in the game ahead of original trilogy characters. That's usually how these things work. I think they're going to go with the most iconic characters really, and some of the most fun to play with in terms of Yoda and Grievous as well. This to me just seemed to be the best lineup. Maybe I could see Grievous being taken out for someone else due to his mechanics, but overall I'm going with this lineup right here. And finally the Bad Batch, and it's another difficult one because the show isn't out yet, but we've gone with Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, Tech and Echo, the Bad Batch themselves, with 3 slots missing, and it's difficult to say here. Maybe they would include Ahsoka and Rex. I'm sure they'll make at least one appearance in the show. Maybe Wolf or Gregor could be there, but I just don't think it's right to put them on the list because we just don't know enough yet. So I've left the others as a mystery for now, but I'd be very surprised, to be honest, if the 5 members of the Bad Batch, the members of the name of the show, weren't in their own character packs. So out of all the characters on this list, I'd say these guys are the closest to being confirmed. But what do you think of my picks, everyone? And which character on this list would you be most excited to play as? I'm gonna go out here and say Rio from Solo. I'm so excited to use someone with 4 arms that isn't General Grievous, and he uses blasters as well, so that's going to be really interesting to see how he works if he's added to the game, that is. I'm sure the Bad Batch would be very unique as well with all their different abilities. Imagine how accurate Crosshair is going to be shooting enemies in the game. Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I shall see you all next time.